First game next year, CU versus Hawaii in Hawaii. Woo! That would be a sick team trip, wouldn't it?
It would be, and it would be some reunion time as well,
Yes,
because
indeed.
Dennis Thurman, who was with Coach Prime at Jackson State and was here in Colorado last year, is the defense coordinator at Hawaii. So
Yep.
it'd be some underlying current to that we have a little reunion out there on the field. Shout out
I,
to DP, man, Dennis Thurman, the man.
I'm not sure if they already have their schedule set,
Yeah,
because
next year's probably asking too much. Yeah,
yeah, teams are usually set at least a couple years out,
yeah.
and they probably can add 1 or 2 games. But yeah, I
Next year
think
we
that.
got to rotate through the Big 12 that we didn't play this year,
Hmm.
and then you're going to still keep some kind of rivalry game like a Colorado State or Nebraska. So
Yeah,
yeah, that kind of stuff has to get kicked out 3 or 4 years.
right.
So I'm pretty sure that won't happen next year.
I'll say what probably will happen next or in the next coming years is Coach Prime would get that proverbial or that quote unquote layup, as he said, with the team either that week 0 or that week 1 versus somebody like Western, Northwestern, Southeastern Community College State, somewhere on the schedule. I would think would be coming. Coach Rick or AD Rick George will schedule somebody like that at some point.
Somebody like the Southeastern Louisiana State University Mud Dogs. Shout
The
out to
Mud
Bobby
Dog.
Boucher, who brought them back in the Bourbon Bowl.
San Diego, California in here. Carpet Tech.
619.
Yes, indeed. Shout out to the box El Cajon out there in San Diego. That was the first game. That was his first game starting. Goonsville Clothing. Shout out to Goonsville's Clothing. Get you
Hey,
some.
this bam.
Get
Shit.
your Goonsville on, baby. Where my sticker? My sticker. I had my sticker nearby. I didn't put it up somewhere, didn't I? I had a sticker. Boom. I could show Goonsville. Woke up motivated. Get your shirts. All right, we're gonna go to a clip right here from defensive coordinator Rob Livingston and what his comments were. I think these are exclusive clips right here for Uncle Neely from Uncle
Absolutely.
Neely for the Unc and Chico show. We'll check that out right now.
All right, Coach, we just wrapped up day 5. I know we're going to have the bottoms on tomorrow, but what's your thoughts through the week?
It's been up and down like camp. You're either the best in the world or you're the worst in the world. That's how camp goes when you play your offense every day. So I think we're a dynamic offense. It puts us in some tough spots on defense. Right? I think the front's doing a great job. We're growing the linebacker core, and I couldn't be more pleased with the secondary. So the challenge in all camps is just to be consistent, right? Stack days on days and continue to grow, right? No steps backwards. I've been happy with the effort and the retention rate of the guys. So excited where we're at. Obviously tomorrow you put on full pads for the first time, whether you're in Pee Wee, in middle school, in high school, college or the pros, it's got a little extra flair to it. So excited to see who shows up when we have full pads on and like where we're at right now.
Yes, indeed. There's Coach Rob Livingston right there. That was brought to you by the Glass House Optical Shop right there. All of our clips will be brought to you by Glass House. We're live right now on the pregame show and on the Big Dog Chico channel. I think we have over 300 listeners on the pregame show and over 100 on my channel right now.
Let's
So we're
get it.
checking in
Y'all
close to
click them like
500.
and subscribes, and make sure you like it both channels, subscribe to both channels. Big Dog Chico doing his thing through the week, man. Particularly the exclusive content that he's doing with Prime's parents, man. So get in where you fit in, baby. This is our joint thing on Sunday nights. We're gonna take over Sunday nights. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen, Chico. Jerry Jones gonna call up and be like, "Hey, man, could y'all move y'all show to Tuesday? Because y'all killing the NFL."
Jerry Jones gonna call us. Hey,
Yeah,
I welcome that call there. Holler at us, Jerry Jones. It's gonna be a price for us to move, though, right?
oh,
Uncle
absolutely. Yeah,
Dave.
moving costs. You can't move nowhere without spending no money.
We need moving costs, definitely. But back to what
We're
Coach
gonna,
Rob
we're gonna
Livingston
play
was
the we're
saying.
gonna play
Hey,
the theme of the Jeffersons when we do it too.
and we move it on up with the deuces,
Yeah.
baby. But Rob Livingston once again out there with that enthusiasm with his squad, but teaching as they go, learning his players, putting them in the correct positions to be successful. A lot of guys shining on the defensive side, like you said early in this camp. But what do you think Coach Rob Livingston is looking for as far as to find his starting safeties back there? Is there something particular, or will that eventually show up? Like, what is he looking for back there?
Validation. All of our safeties I don't think I'm missing anybody. All of our safeties were here for the spring. All of the corners were, pretty much here for the spring. And the spring is when you do your evaluation. That's when you are learning, like, what do you have? What can I work with? That's what spring ball is for. You go into fall camp with a short list, and then they're going to prove you right or wrong in those first 10 days of camp. And so I think right now what he's looking for is, these are the guys who I saw in the spring that showed me they have the capabilities. Now, when the pads are on and we're getting ready for a week one opponent and we're installing a defense for that opponent, who can I trust? Who can I trust on Thursday the 29th that knows where they're supposed to be, can communicate that to the other players? Because keep in mind that safety is going to be that green dot on the defense. So he's going to be communicating with Coach Rob. You're going to be looking for those kind of things. And that's that validation you want so you can put the right person out there, right things schematically. But I will also say this, like I said about the O-line, don't take it to heart when you see a different guy out there a week later, or you see a different guy out there the third or fourth quarter. These coaches have a high football IQ, and they're going to make adjustments that suit the personnel. And so that may not be a guy starting 3 weeks in a row because the opponent is doing something different. So you may have a safety that's a better run stopper, and he plays more against Nebraska than a safety who's a cover guy because Baylor's going to throw the ball over the field. So there's going to be some moving parts to this.
Yeah, I agree with that. We're going to get to the running backs in a second. Big Rad said, well, I said Big Rad. Damn. Rad said.
Hey, man, look, I'm going to talk to you after the show, Chico. You gonna tell me who Rad is because you either calling him Daddy or Big. Well, hey, Rad, change your name to Big Daddy. Let's just look.
Damn, I'm setting myself up for this one now. I'm setting myself up for this one. Rad, would you say the team is fired up about the CSU game? Appreciate the super chat for the $2.
No, sir. The team is fired up about North Dakota State because North Dakota State is first. And our goal is to not look past and deepen this schedule. The schedule does run through the national championship, but as far as a printout, but as far as who you're focusing on getting ready for, everything we do every day right now is North Dakota State. And we will deal with getting excited and up for CSU when you walk off the field at Folsom, with a big win over North Dakota State. And then you're going to do the same thing, turn the page and do it for Nebraska. Then you're going to turn the page and then do it for Baylor, then UCF, and then take a bye week and readjust, injuries or whatever is taking place. So this team is focusing on 1 week at a time, and week one is North Dakota State, not Colorado State. So we'll be up for that when it's time to be up for
it. Right. I saw one of the coaches, I can't call his name right now, but he's a coach in the conference. Oh, I think it was UCF coach. I might be wrong. Gus Malzahn, where's Malzahn at right now? Is he at UCF? I think so, but he had.
Yeah, that's the school, yeah.
Yeah, he was asked about Coach Prime, and he spoke highly of him, highly of Shador, respectfully. Sure. And I heard someone else said, hey, man, tell the coach up there in Fort Collins, that's how you speak about a coach that you're playing against. That's how you speak about a coach that you respect if you've been in the game. That's how a veteran coach does it. This man is a veteran coach, but he's speaking like he's a rookie coach, getting emotional, talking about Coach Prime.
Yeah, one thing you should always do is let me put y'all up on a little game. I don't care if it's football, basketball, badminton, pickleball, whatever the hell that is. You want to prop up your opponent, because if you belittle them and say they ain't nothing, and then when you beat them, well, you didn't do nothing because you said they weren't nothing. So you want to put out all the favorable attributes that you can. You want to think highly of your opponent. You don't want to underestimate anybody. You got to understand. I don't care if you're Colorado State or North Dakota State, which is week one. Guess what they got, Chico? They got 45-pound plates in their weight room.
You lying.
All right, they got sleds. They got tackling tummies.
They pay their coaches also.
Yeah, they got coaches. So stop playing with these folks, man, and trying to diss people and sneak diss people. Like this is real contact sport. I respect anybody that line up against me.
You lying straight up. And CSU coach, hey man, learn a thing or two.